Alright, so video 4, I think today we have an ultra big shark, which is this weird little football shaped hand vac. They marketed it as having 1.5 times the suction of a full size vac. Well, we'll see about that, but I'm pretty confident now that they have to have measured it against some sort of direct air machine in order to have drawn that conclusion. Because a 1000 watt motor, I mean, yeah, it's a bit for something this small, but you know, it's not going to match like a standard 10 or 12 amp machine, I wouldn't think. So we have the attachments here. We actually have two hoses for it. They both have a kind of this weird shaped end to them, but this hose is kind of like your more standard hose, except these are some very, very small ends, because we have here the handle from an Electrolux, which would have a 1.25, and clearly it is smaller than that. I don't know exactly what size this is. And we have these two dinky little wands that come with it. There really should have been a third, because they show people using it on the floor. It's like these are short. But then we got a pretty basic floor tool for it, a little turbine brush. This is not part of it, that's an adapter. And we have an upholstery tool with a slide-on brush. And then the second hose is actually for these two other tools, which have that same kind of opening to it. Flat on one side, curved on the other. So they gave you two little things, a little brush, and then a little, I guess you could call this a crevice tool? I don't know. It just seems bizarre to me. I mean, what's the point of having that other hose? I mean, this one has wands to it. Why not just include a few more accessories and just eliminate the second hose entirely? And then it actually came with two different types of filters. We have they referred to it as a tap clean HEPA. It has a screen on the front of it, and then it's just standard pleated HEPA filter. Really, really dirty when I got it. And then the one in the machine is it's just kind of a cloth filter, which I was going to take measurements at the machine with both of the filters in. I was going to pull off one of the hose cuffs, but trying to get the hose cuffs off of it, I kind of decided against it. I don't want to break one of them. So we're going to take the airflow measurements at the end of this this hose, or at least try to. We'll probably have to tape it on due to its small size. But I think for the other testing at the ends of the wand and stuff, we'll just use the tap clean one, because I would imagine that's what most people were using. Not that I really know, but we can see into the motor kind of through these grates, and there's a little after filter here. Alright, so we'll take the voltage and the wattage. That is a lot of wattage for such a little machine. Okay, so we've got the cloth filter in there at the moment, and we'll take our first airflow test with that in place, and then we'll switch to the... Wasn't fully connected. But yeah, we'll take the airflow test, and then we'll convert over to the HEPA and then see how it does. Alright, HEPA filter installed, so we'll see how it does with this. Although first we need to reset this. There we go. Okay, so we definitely did lose some airflow. That's to be expected with higher filtration medium, and especially when it has such a small surface area. And now let's see if it truly does have 1.5 times the suction of a full-size vacuum like it claims. Oop. Well, I have to admit, I'm actually pleasantly surprised by that. I figured we'd get about 60. Alright, now we have attached the dinky little wands. Let's just straighten that out a little bit more. And let's begin this test. And again, we're using the HEPA filter from here on out. Well, I can tell you I don't have this in ideal position, because, yeah, this short wand makes things kind of a little bit difficult. So, we'll just make do, I guess. Just to make sure we've sealed. Yeah, that seems to be about as good a seal as we'll get from this nozzle. So, but yeah, we have leakage around the pedal, around the neck. Typical leakage for a straight suction nozzle. And then we'll see what we got here. Huh. I would have thought that it would have done a little bit better. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't know who they designed this machine for, because this handle doesn't even come up to my waist. Ugh. Well, we'll do the pickup test. Well, try to anyways, I guess. Yeah, this wouldn't be bad for small spaces, but I don't think it's something I'm going to continue to use for any flooring, because this... I almost have to be like bent over slightly in order to make this work. I mean, I suppose I could look into some more wands for it, but I just don't think that's worth my time or my money, because I'm not going to use this a huge amount. I just wanted one of these quite a bit when I was a kid, and now I had the opportunity to try one, and it's like, it's nothing special.